Singapore has become one of the most vibrant and lively travel destinations in all of Asia. And why shouldn't it be? With its free-spirited nightlife and relaxing cruises, there's something for all to explore in this country. Despite its many attractions, gay travelers might want to do their due research before jetting off to the country. Singapore still has many laws that prohibit gay relationships, but does it affect gay travelers? We are here to uncover just that. Before we head into the video, make sure to hit the like and share button if you enjoy the video. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more exciting stuff. So what does Singapore's law say about homosexuality? Singapore was once a part of the British Empire, and under British rule, homosexuality was deemed illegal. The same was the case with India as well. After independence, both of the countries chose to retain the law. Though India has repealed it now, Singapore still decided to keep the anti-gay law intact. The law does not directly talk about gay relations, it technically prohibits sodomy, so in reality, there is nothing that restricts lesbian relationships. According to Singapore's law under Section 377A, if people engage in gay relations, they will be imprisoned for 2 years. That's a pretty harsh punishment for expressing one's love, isn't it? Don't worry, it's not all a lost cause. Despite the prohibition under Singapore's law, in reality very few cases are prosecuted. Issues that include 2 consenting adults are usually let go. In 2007, the law was partially repealed to heterosexual couples. While announcing the adapted law, Singapore's Prime Minister reiterated that Singapore is still a conservative society, despite all the technological and financial advancements. In Singapore, a family means 1 man and 1 woman. Going by this statement, there seems to be very little chance of development on the LGBTQ front. Are gays being prosecuted based on one single law in Singapore? The answer is no. There are numerous other laws under Singapore's penal code that are not directly linked to homosexuality, but can be interpreted in that context. And number 1 on that list is Section 354 on the outrage of modesty. This law states, whoever assaults or uses criminal force to any person intending to outrage or knowing it to be likely that he will thereby outrage the modesty of that person shall be punished with imprisonment for a term which may extend to 2 years, or with fine, or with caning, or with any combination of such punishments. Due to its vague nature, the law can be easily interpreted to prosecute gay men. The second ambiguous law under Singapore's penal code is Section 294A, which covers obscene acts in public. According to this law, people can be punished if found doing any obscene act in a public place, or singing, reciting, or uttering any obscene song, ballad or words in or near any public place. These laws can make life difficult for gay travelers in Singapore. Due to the interpretive nature of these laws, gay men can be prosecuted for not even committing any crime. Many human rights groups in the country are working hard to omit these and lift the ban on homosexuality. However, the court has decided to preserve these laws. Since Singapore doesn't even recognize homosexuality, there are no laws to stop discrimination against it. Wondering how that affects you? If you face discrimination for your sexual orientation in Singapore, you can't even file a legal complaint against it. In fact, there's nothing really that you can do about it. Why would you even face discrimination? Well, there's a psychological aspect to it. The government of Singapore says that Section 377A isn't proactively enforced, and the gay community does not face any issues because of it. But the ban itself is reason enough to paint the gay community in a negative light. Now, that brings us to the social life for gays in Singapore. It's not a clear black and white picture. If you visit Singapore, you will find many members of the gay community living their best life, but there's always a risk of prosecution under the conservative laws. The most significant plus point of the whole social situation in Singapore is that the natives have started to lean towards an LGBTQ-friendly society. The country is not regressive or religious, but it sure is conservative. However, the new generations have broken the mold and are more open to a tolerant world. It's a step in the positive direction, but more needs to be accomplished in terms of awareness about the LGBTQ community and acceptance from the larger masses. Despite all the cons, Singapore is known to have a thriving gay scene in Asia. Did you expect that? We sure didn't. The LGBTQ community has been organising pride parades in the country since 2009, and when it comes to representation, the arts and entertainment industry has been advocating for gay rights since the 90s. Many prominent celebrities in the country have also come out recently. Singapore's gay scene has even left Bangkok behind. What can gay travellers expect in Singapore? The ignorance around LGBTQ issues and the country's conservative nature are major red flags for the gay community, but travellers usually do not face the brunt of it. It all depends on where you are in Singapore and who you are surrounded with. The older generations are still not accepting of the homosexual community, but the younger generations do not mind it. However, like most Asian countries, the natives do not want to create a scene, so even if they disagree with your life choices, there's a meager chance of them being confrontational. In some neighbourhoods, holding your partner's hand might be perceived as crossing the line, but again, it is doubtful that the discomfort will result in prosecution. Singapore's gay scene comes to life after dark, and you can experience a completely different vibe. So where should gay travellers stick to in Singapore? Some places are more tolerant than others, but it doesn't mean that the gay folks have to limit themselves to those areas. The restrictions in terms of sightseeing are the same for gay and heterosexual couples. It's budget. Remember we told you that Singapore's gay scene has even beat Bangkok? Suppose you want to experience the nightlife and the vibrancy of gay clubs. Head over to the Chinatown area. You'll find most gay bars and gay clubs there. Gay couples can feel free there, and it is also a nice place to stay in. Other areas of Singapore might not be as appealing to the gay community, but they are still lovely places to explore. It is usually the lesser developed areas where homosexuality is still considered taboo, and gay travellers should avoid these places. Family-focused places like Sentosa Island might also not be an excellent option for gay travellers. PDA is a big no-no in such family-oriented areas. Are hotels in Singapore gay-friendly? Due to the legal situation in Singapore, there aren't any hotels that specifically cater to the LGBTQ community or the ones that advertise themselves to be gay-friendly. Despite the lack of disclaimers, all hotels in the country can be deemed gay-friendly. There is little to zero chance of facing discrimination based on sexual preferences for hotel check-ins. However, if travellers want to book places that have a history of good reviews from travellers of the LGBTQ community, there's no shortage of information available on the internet. In fact, there are numerous websites dedicated to gay-friendly travels in Singapore and other Asian countries. You can pick from the most luxurious accommodations to more pocket-friendly stays easily. A foolproof hack would be to book accommodation near gay bars and clubs, as those areas are usually the most tolerant ones and onboard more gay guests. What are some gay-friendly activities to do in Singapore? It doesn't matter what community you belong to, food walks are the best activity in Singapore. There are enough eateries available for you to try different delicacies without getting bored at all. Other than eating, shopping and sightseeing are more gay-specific activities to explore in Singapore. The Pink Dot Rally is one of the biggest LGBTQ attractions in the country and draws people in from worldwide. Despite having Section 377A in place, the government is tolerant towards LGBTQ rallies such as this one. Singapore is also great for gay nightlife, with cocktail bars, drag shows, and wild dance parties galore. It is also home to many famous gay bars like Dorothy'S bar with a Wizard of Oz theme. There are many unofficial gay bars as well, like the TANJONG Beach Club. In Chinatown, you can head over to Pink Street to go to the only official gay nightclub in the area called TABOO. There are also plenty of places that offer sensual massages as well. Despite the conservative laws in place, Singapore still makes for an excellent destination for gay travellers as long as you manage to not step on any toes. Not indulging in PDA in conservative and family-oriented areas is the biggest thing to stay wary about. Other than these considerations, there shouldn't be any other restrictions for members of the gay community to enjoy this vibrant country. Have you ever been to Singapore? Do you know of any other reasons why gay travellers should be wary in Singapore? Which country do you want us to cover next? Tell us in the comments section below. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos on travel. Hit the bell icon to be notified every time we post something new.